smell bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind. I smell bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind. Yeah, bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind.
Genetically engineered means that the DNA of these organisms has been edited by humans to make them in a sense better. The truth is the editing of the genes of any organism, no matter how small or big, is more or less a well-defined guess game. Even expert scientists cannot pinpoint what changes will occur in an organism once its DNA has been altered, and if it would still be safe for human usage after the modification has been made. Potentially dangerous side effects of GMO have been noticed for a long time, but the FDA has still refused to acknowledge them and accept that yes, this might not be as good for human health.
I smell bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind.
Like, share, and subscribe to We Call BS.
I smell bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind. I smell bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit.
Thank you for joining in on tonight's topic, is the current black culture on BS. Let's get into it.
There's a distinction between culture and race. Culture refers to a man's lifestyle, his values and beliefs, the sum total of a man's knowledge. In America, race means only color. A society that is preoccupied with race often confuses color with culture, but sometimes just the freedom to descend into the very essence of color provides the point from which a life of full development may spring.
And so the dollar circulated based on us not being able to go outside that community. The dollar circulated 8, 9, 10 times, and so you had a very vibrant, though repressed community. It was a very vibrant community, full of culture and arts, which also flourished at that same time.
More and more Negroes are becoming salesmen. For instance, this man sells cars. And here's a nursemaid. A bank teller. A draftsman. A machinist. A welder. A diplomat. In a Park Avenue skyscraper, the vice president of a major corporation.
Negroes spend almost $3 billion a year for food alone. Per capita, they buy more cosmetics, drugs, and toiletries than anyone else in the country.
Everyone knows about the Negro musician or singer. But here's an example of something that perhaps you haven't seen. Here in an operating room in one of New York's hospitals, a man's life is at stake. The surgeons are all Negroes. Here, many Negroes own their own farms. This farm has been in the family for 3 generations.
You establish your values and you start to live it. Mm-hmm. And the people in your community, you start talking to your neighbors. You get yourself together first. Exactly. Then you get your community together. And as black women, we have to be the inspiration for the nation, for our men. We have to start out into the community educating the children, educating ourselves. Because once we educate ourselves, the children will become educated because we are the ones that teach the children. We are the ones that decorate the homes. We are the ones that are with both female and male children. We are the ones that the children look to as the image.
The 70s was a fertile landscape for black culture to evolve, grow, and begin penetrating the mainstream. It was also an interesting time for black political thought.
That's the only thing I agree with.
The drug's so powerful it will empty the money from your pockets, make you sell the watch off your wrist, the clothes off your back.
There's nowhere safe in the city of Los Angeles.
This is Newark, New Jersey, one of America's inner cities. Inner city is a polite name for ghetto, as in black ghetto. Those of us who don't live in the ghetto are brought here usually by television and usually only when there are violent pictures to show. But we have to come here if you want to understand those fearsome statistics about the vanishing black family. Now, a lot of white families are in trouble too. Single-parent families are twice as common in America today as they were 20 years ago. But for the majority of white children, family still means a mother and a father. This is not true for most black children. For them, things are getting worse.
We all agreed tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem.
People who 15, 14, and 13, they can't get no jobs, you know. It's a quick way to make money. That's how I see it.
Nobody wants to work making no minimum wage. That's not any money at all. $3.35, when they can go out there and sell drugs and make fast money.
Make $1,000 a day.
But the streets were dark. Walked to the corner store for a 20-ounce Coke, an icy honey bun, and a pack of new Cokes. I walked inside and the store clerk greeted. Went to the freezer for the sodas I needed. I heard ching-a-ling. Someone rushed in fast. Was a robber with a mask, demanding all the cash. The store clerk and him go back and forth.
1990. When I say 1990, people go crazy. Oh, it's like their eyes light up.
It was when hip hop to me was purer.
I'm very familiar with New York in the 90s, and hip hop music is like my favorite music, so.
90s hip hop culture was definitely very, very much Afrocentric, and it was more about the building of us as men and women.
The bag has destroyed the black community. And I'm going to say it didn't just start with this generation, it started with ours. I feel like our generation was the beginning of the end of unity, like real unity within the black community.
Lucas in the building. Nigga, I'm hustling and moving. Nigga, I'm trapping and jugging. My trap house a culinary school, cause all day we be cooking. Feds was all on my case. Photographs with my face. Had to book me a flight, flee out the city, go somewhere safe. Now a nigga out of town. Met a nigga moving pounds. Introduced me to his plug. Had me at the nigga house. Told me he could do 200 racks on a regular day. Had him in the pal in his basement, right next to his safe. I walked out, I was ready to work. Set up shop, established my turf. Bully niggas for they blocking they perks. I'm an asshole, my gun is a jerk. Niggas hate it, somebody snitched. Police raid, now ain't this a bitch? Fair charges for all that I sold. Now I'm thinking, who the fuck could've told? Now I'm escorted in this courtroom all early that morning. Same nigga that sold me the pounds is a federal informant. Old injury, his arm was stiff, his shoulder got shot. Managed to move his arm just to point at me, now I'm getting locked.
But I'm saying, all the music from that era, we created that lifestyle.
Shout out to my brother.
Now, as the women getting older, they doing their thing. They want that type of nigga. We promoted this to them their whole childhood. Now, the girls like, I don't want no broke nigga. In the midst of all of it, and then women start getting their own bag. Now it's like, nigga, I can get my own bag. I don't
see
even
what you
need
mean.
you.
And now
it's
they
like,
and now they
broken.
became the niggas.
They became the niggas.
How many marriage proposals do you expect a group of women who have consistently proven themselves to be intolerable, insufferable, combative, masculine, unsubmissive, stubborn, know-it-alls, who create drama and conflict? Do you expect?
You study today, black culture is trash. Ain't nothing positive about black culture. We're not highlighting spelling bee winners. We don't talk about the newest black business that's doing good. When you go on social media, you look at some of the most trending videos and trending topics. It ain't black empowerment. It ain't uplifting black people. When you look at our movies, we ain't got no black heroes. Black culture has black propaganda. Hitler used propaganda to get the Germans to turn on the Jews. We use propaganda for our culture. We propagate pimps, gangsters, killers, womanizers, robbers, deceit, being unfaithful. We got some propaganda, homie, that's brainwashed.
Trying to get my coochie stretched and eat nigga ass we be eating.
yesterday in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie scratched.
One user chimed in and said, "I'm sorry, but this is disgusting. It's one thing to be free and do you and not care what others think, but it's another thing to be in a foreign country acting like this in public. And I dare y'all to call this women empowerment. I effing dare you."
Are availing ourselves all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more Black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because Black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. Bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood. Well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which Black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose.
Deputies rearrested teenage murder suspect Isaac Gonzalez on Halloween. He was wanted for cutting off his ankle monitor back in August. His rearrest coming 3 months after a judge was forced to let him out of jail without paying a dime.
Cause your ass is mine.
I smell bullshit. Don't know what they call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Yeah.
All I can say is, damn, where's his mama?
Oh, this song is explicit, so cover them baby's ears, please.
I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
I smell bullshit. Don't know what they call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind. Blows my mind.
I know you probably got to go. Have you ever heard of the term nigga wake up call?
No.
It is an incident where a person of color forgets that they are of color and are reminded rather brutally by an unexpected act of racism. Have you ever had any of those?
Oh, brother.
I'm just asking. You think you've ever had
Well, I'm acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying, you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump, it seems to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part. How dare this guy come in here and insult you, a black man, and tell you you got to think a certain kind of way? I'm amazed that you weren't mad about that.
I'm not gonna say it upset me, just like I'm not letting you upset me. You know what I mean? I don't tend to get upset over things like that. But what I did say,
well, you just not talk about a nigga wake-up call, and it seemed to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part.
Call bullshit on that, playboy.
Hey fam, good to see you. Thanks for tuning into part B of episode 8. Rapper Lil RT and his newly released song 60 Miles.
Oh, this song is explicit, so cover them baby's ears, please.
I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Hitting with the Glock, take a fucking down, turn around, bitch, we in that kill, you won't take it down, 12 get behind, we gon' do 60 fucking miles, I remember this, keep on talking, bitch, I remember this, you being that boy there, 50 round, nigga know I play with me, all the shooters that right in that ground.
Gun violence,
killing our teens right here in Atlanta.
Well, now the local hip hop community getting involved. This comes just days after this 13-year-old Deshaun DuBose was shot and killed outside of a Cascade skating rink. That is a well-known safe haven for families and kids.
I smell bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind. I smell bullshit, don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Bullshit blows my mind, it blows my mind. Yeah, bullshit, don't know what to call it.
Alright.
You gonna be rich as hell, man.
We're gonna
So you know that hoe gonna try to get me there.
She goes with it. What you think? She think so real life, you think your auntie will let you hit, but you just young.
Yeah. So grown. Been that shit. Damn, I wish I was that fat nigga, man.
Bro, get your bitch ass out the camera with that shit.
I smell bullshit, don't know what they call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind. I smell bullshit, don't know what they call it other than bullshit.
I'm calling bullshit on that.
I smell bullshit, don't know what they call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind. I smell bullshit, don't know what they call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind, it blows my mind. Yeah, bullshit, don't know what they call it.